Hi guys, PJ here. Today I'm going to be installing one of these new 320XR Nextbase camera bundles. So with that, I thought I'd basically do a quick unboxing video, show you what's in the box, what you get, my thoughts on the product, and whether it's sort of worth the value that they're charging for it. So first things first, let's have a look inside the box. Well, we didn't actually get inside the box before I noticed something that I'm going to point out to you. Now, this is direct from the manufacturer and it's got another seal on it, yeah? So as you can see there, it's got two seals on it. If you get one where the seal's been broke in the past and one plonked over the top of it, it's more than likely a returned product. So straight away, we've got a bit of caution there to have a see what's going off. Inside the box, we have a 32GB SD card, which is a nice size. You get many hours recording out of that one. Your normal setting it up bump and paraphernalia, quick guide, etc. The camera itself there, wrapped in cellophane with a lens cover and a screen cover on the back of it. We'll have a look at that in a sec. And then your accessories underneath, such as power cable that goes to your cigarette lighter, trim leverage tool, quite useful they've included that, USB cable for updating the camera. These cameras are fairly internet sort of dependent, so every couple of times a year you might want to be plugging this into a computer and updating the firmware on it, because if you're going to tie this to your phone, if you're going to use the Nextbase app, when you update your phone, more than likely it will stop working with your camera. Now, phone updates are quite frequent, so yeah, you guessed it, you're going to have to keep updating your camera all the time as well. Okay, we also have the front to rear cable, because this has got a rear camera with it, quite a chunky one there. Quite long. It's normally long enough for something like a transit van, that quite size van, nothing longer. And it's a transit van, you're gonna have to make sure you route it very carefully if you've got that size vehicle. We have spare sticky pad and spare sticky mount there. There you go, there's the mount, look, sticks onto your window screen. We've got a spare mount. The camera magnetically connects to the mount, so basically it just locks onto that. Let's have a quick look at what I'm on about. What you're looking at here is your front camera. We've got a reset underneath there. Like I say, you've got a lens cap, piece of cardboard covering where the magnetic mount, this thing. So we've got a sticky pad, stick that to your window screen right at the top near your mirror. And this basically locks on for its power connection like so. Quite a sturdy mount, you know, they're not going to shake off. They are pretty good. Connection there for your rear camera for the cable that I just showed you earlier. And then if you want, there's a connection there for when you're updating it. You just pop that out, look, and you've got USB to plug it into your computer. Micro SD card goes in here, and then of course you've got some basic override buttons such as record, menu, so you can change things like well, screensaver, that type of thing on the camera, and an emergency record button at the bottom. So you press that and it'll instantly save anything that's previously just happened. It won't write over it, in other words, it will keep recording but save it for you. Rear camera, yep, little tiny golf ball size thing. That's again is on a mag mount swivel, so you can sort of move it around and angle it correctly. There we go. Right, as for problems with this type of thing, I've been fitting these things for, well, donkey's years, to be honest, or similar things to this. And yes, there are a couple of things I'm going to point out. One, if you're having a rear camera, and this bundle does include a rear camera, if your vehicle has DAB radio, digital radio, then more than likely you're going to lose DAB signal, either partially or completely. It's to do with the shielding on the cables. It basically isn't good enough. The manufacturers, though, say it's up to UK standards, so they're not going to upgrade it. Numerous times, numerous cars, I do hundreds of these every year, I've had problems whereby you get an interference with DAB. There are suppressors, interference filters that we put on the cables. They don't work. So if you get DAB interference, yeah, it's a problem. You might have to remove your rear camera or live without your DAB. Ask your retailer for advice, yeah? Ask them about the DAB problem, see if they're honest with you. Other than that, the item is very reliable, very, very good overall. In fact, I'd recommend this brand probably over some of the others. The only other issues I come across is where people haven't quite plugged the power plug in far enough. That's quite recessed in there. So they sort of say, look, it's not working. You just shove it in and it works. So that's a common one, the power plug not working. And of course, the other one is not updating it. So it sort of starts doing funny things or not connecting with your phone. It's because it needs an update. We've discussed that earlier. Do I think they're worth the money? Yes. Unfortunately, in the day and age we live in nowadays, where there's a lot of uninsured drivers and, you know, all these cretins that are crashing into you and claiming whiplash for everybody in the car, yes, I do think they're worth it, and unfortunately a bit of a necessity nowadays. Guys, contact your retailer for best price, but overall this is a very good camera. It's not 4K. Do we have spec on it? Might have some spec on it in the box here. Let's have a look. There we go. Where are we? 1080p, 30 frames per second. 1080p is ideal at night time or dusky weather. You can zoom in on a number plate and you'll be able to read it nice and easily. Now 4K, yeah, also very good, slightly overkill. I wouldn't go lower than 1080p though on your resolution. It's too grainy when you've sort of gone past that. But this is a HD camera, and basically everything you need is in the box, apart from a fitting kit. So if you're going to hardwire it into your vehicle, you're going to need a manufacturer specific fitting kit. Ask your retailer for those. Sometimes they come free with them, sometimes they're £20 roughly. Comes with everything you need: fuse spurs, replacement power cable, etc, etc, and these can be wired to the fuse box without any damage to the vehicle and can be removed if it's a lease vehicle without any problems. Very good bit of kit, highly recommended. So in a nutshell, that's it guys. If you want to see how you fit these things, check my channel. I've got nearly every UK European spec card there is possible, with a wiring diagram guide and instructions on how to do it. But overall, yes, good bit of kit, worth buying. Thanks for watching, bye for now.